Guys, and welcome back to another Freaky Friday video on my channel. I actually had a completely different video planned for today, but I kind of like write notes so that I can look at them while I'm filming the video just to make sure that I don't miss any really important points or anything like that. And I went to film the video that I planned on filming and I couldn't find half of the notes that I took. So I've been looking for them, but this is the only time this week that I have to film, so I did want to make sure I got a video up for you guys today regardless. So we're going to do a kind of storytelling type of deal. I'm going to read you guys a no sleep story that I think is super interesting and creepy. I did this last month in October for kind of a creepy themed video, and some of you guys really liked it. I'm not going to do too many of these on my channel. It's just not really my thing. I don't think I'm a narrator. But I might do it once in a while here and there, you know, when I don't have time to do full videos, or just sometimes it's nice to sit down and read to you guys. I mean, we're having a snowstorm, our first snowstorm of the entire year today, so I thought that it was kind of fitting to sit down and kind of read a scary story. So I'm going to be sharing that story with you guys today. Before we get into the video, I just want to say that this story is not mine. I did not write it. I have no affiliation with the writer. I just think that it is such a good story, so I'm going to be sharing it with you guys right now. So with that all being said, let's get right into today's video. So just like in the other video that I did like this, where I told you guys internet urban legends and I read you guys a story off of Reddit, the story that I'm going to be reading today is going to be linked down below, so you guys can either read it on your own or read along with me if you would like to do so. So with that being said, let's get into it. Today's story is called Letter from the Girl Who Watched You Grow Up. Hi, the first time I saw you, I was surprised I could see you. You had a small turtle in your hand. You kept calling it Michelangelo, which I was assuming was a nod to the Ninja Turtles. You tossed your long brown hair behind your back and knelt down to place the turtle on the ground. You were excited to see it wobbling on the grass. It reminded me of my cat and how I used to play with him when I was your age. I witnessed your entire childhood from my small window. Your first ride on a bicycle, your first day of school, your first real friend Brenda, your first day of middle school and that cute uniform you got to wear, the time you won the science fair and you brought home a trophy shaped like a cell. You were such a happy girl. I saw you grow older, your body changing, you grew taller, your body slimmer, your face as beautiful as ever. I witnessed as others started to notice you in a different way. The stares from jealous girls, the googly eyes from the young boys. As all this happened before my eyes, I noticed myself changing too. I got older. I got weaker. I got delusional, bruised. I lost my will to escape my painful life. All I had was this window to your life to keep me going. I lived my days through yours. Watching you was enough entertainment for me. You couldn't know the different ways you've saved me from bad thoughts and bad days and all the pain I had been suffering from. I saw the day that handsome young man came to pick you up in a red convertible. Your mother wasn't happy about it, but she knew she had no choice. You had to start spreading your wings at some point. You left in a gorgeous floral dress that matched the summer flowers. You came back late that night. You had a stuffed bear and some leftover cotton candy. I'd imagined that you had gone to the fair. I imagined all of the rides you must have gone on, all the fun that must have been for you. I was so happy that you had enjoyed your first date. And then came the magical kiss. He kneeled in, blushing, and kissed you. Your cheeks were so red that I initially knew I had witnessed your first kiss. I closed my eyes, imagining what that must have felt like. For 1 second, I imagined it had been me wearing that dress, smiling so big, with butterflies in my belly and a kiss on my lips. But I was so happy. Pause for 1 second. I do just want to apologize if it's bothering you, if for whatever reason you're just staring at this video, because I am moving all over the place. Just trying to get comfortable while I read these stories with you guys, so I hope that doesn't bother you too much. I wanted to thank you for allowing me to live again, for allowing me to dream again. I wanted to thank you, but I just couldn't bring myself to you. I couldn't go talk to you. I didn't know how. If only you knew about my window. Then one day I heard him talking about you, the man I live with. He noticed you. I heard him complaining about how pretty girls like you shouldn't show off their legs like that. The moment he mentioned your legs, I knew it was over. I knew you would become his next trophy. I had to keep you away from him. This was my one chance to thank you. I couldn't let you turn into me. I had been lucky. I don't know why he liked me this much. Most other girls come and went, never to return, and yet, amidst all of the years, he always kept me down here. I think it's because he saw that I still had light in me, because I had you. All the other girls died long before he killed them. I could tell that they were already dead in their eyes, looking before he viciously murdered them in front of me, showing off his skill. Horrifying. But not me. You kept me going. I had my little window, a little crack high up on the wall of this basement I call home. He didn't like that he couldn't break me down. He didn't know about the little crack, so he kept me to see how long I could stay like this. It is a sick game that I've been winning, thanks to you. And he noticed you, and I knew what fate awaited you, if he laid his monstrous hands on you. Whatever strength I've had left, I've collected it and prepared myself to finally do something about it. I want to thank you, because if you're reading this letter, it means I did it. I gathered my courage, packed it neatly into action, and went through with the plan to escape once and for all. I will make him believe I've died. I don't know if it'll work, but if it does, he will reach down to pick me up and I will immediately kick him as hard as I can, where it'll hurt the most. As hard as I can. I will then steal his keys and run as fast as I can and drop this letter in your mailbox. I have a feeling he will chase me and get a hold of me eventually because I am weak. I'm very weak. Battered. There is barely a human left in this body of mine. But if that is the case, I've been prepared to leave this world for a long time. I doubt anyone will hear or see me. This street is so desolate. You're the only life here, it seems sometimes. But as long as you get this letter, I know that I did my part and that you'll be safe. Monsters are real. This one is named Ryan Morehouse. He is your front door neighbor. I've been kept captive in his basement for a very long time. I've lost track of the years, but I believe I must be in my late 20s by now. I was 15 when he first brought me here. My parents must have looked for me. Please don't tell them about me. I don't want them to know about the torture he put me through. I don't want them to see me broken down this way. I just want you to report him to the police. His evil nature and deprived mind can only be stopped if he is caught and behind bars. They will find bodies dangling in the walls of the basement. I've learned to live with the smell by now, but they will notice it the second they step foot down here. There are lots of young girls in the walls of my room down here. Tell them to treat them delicately. They were good girls. They've been my companions, my friends. Most of all, I want to thank you. You're the only thing that's kept me going. You are my light. And now, I'm escaping, thanks to you. Escaping this awful room, escaping this awful life, even if it means I finally get to die. With love, the girl who watched you grow up. We found this letter in our mailbox. After contacting the police, they entered the home of our neighbor across the street. Over a span of 5 days, they found a total of 15 bodies hidden in different parts of his house. He had plans to kidnap our daughter, but thanks to this mysterious stranger, his plan was intercepted. We still have not found the girl who wrote this. We like to think she made it out alive, but sadly, it isn't likely as Ryan Morehouse is also missing. We don't even know her name, but we did find the little crack in the wall, the one where she watched my daughter grow up from. That is the end of this story. There is a part 2. I won't be reading it today. I will link it down below though if you guys want to read it and check it out. I do think that this story is written really, really, really well. And this kind of goes hand in hand with the case I feel like that I did Monday and a case that I have planned to do in the future, which is why I decided to read this Reddit Nosleep story on my channel today. Now I know this is way different than my usual videos, but I hope that you guys still enjoyed it. Again, I won't be doing these videos very often. Maybe I'll do them once in a while because some of you do really like them, but they're not going to be a regular thing on my channel, so I hope that you like it even if I do it once in a while. But anyways, that is all of that story, and I hope you guys liked me narrating it to you guys. So that brings us to the end of this video. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below what you'd like to see in my future videos, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!